we have a president in this country by the name of Joe Biden. Has he been an effective president? Well, can you answer that question? Let's not all raise our hands at the same time. Has Joe Biden been a good president? And what about his assistant, Kamala Harris? Has she been a good vice president? Have they done all this within their power to protect the constitutional or constitutionally protected rights of all the people in this country? Have they done that? Has he done that? Can you say that you benefited from Joseph Biden being president in any respect? And if so, how have you benefited? I'm just curious to know. And you know, my comment section should be flooded with declarations and proclamations as to what the President of the United States Corporation has done for this country as a whole. I'm not talking about the rich only. I'm not talking about the other constituents or politicians. I'm saying for the people as a whole. What has he done for the people? Do you feel it? Do you feel something that shows you that you've been liberated from some burden economically, racial prejudice, protection from enemies across seas, perhaps, or even enemies within? Do you feel like you have been protected in any way, in any form? If so, please chime in and let us hear what the president has done for us, not you as an individual, because I thought we was all a group. I thought this was our country and not just certain pockets or certain individuals or certain classifications, if you will. So isn't he the president of all the people? And let me throw this question in there while I'm on this subject. Does Joe Biden follow God, the Creator? To be more specific, the Creator God. There's a lot of gods. Does he follow the Creator? Is he led by God, the Creator? Or is he led by maybe his own thoughts, his own opinions, his own viewpoints? Congress, the Senate, his aides, foreign diplomats, friends, family? Who inspires him to do the things that he does? Don't all raise your hand at the same time again. But let me tell you what I feel, what I believe. I believe that there is a Creator, that there is a God, a true and the living God, and I believe that man must walk according to the rules, the laws of that Creator. Anything else is something else. So I remember an expression many years ago when I was in my church brotherhood. Someone made this statement on a regular basis. He said, "Follow me as I follow God. Follow me as I follow God. Don't just follow me, the man. But as long as I'm staying lockstep with what the will of the Creator is, then follow me. Then you can never go wrong." So my question to you, the audience that's watching me right now, is Joe Biden following God? Or is he following something else or someone else? And we are potentially the collateral damage. as a result. This is something to get you to think. I don't have a president, me personally. And now you heard it from me. Joseph Biden is not my president. Kamala Harris is not my vice president. Now you can say I'm an anarchist if you want, but I'm not. I'm telling you that now, so it's recorded. I'm not. You can say I'm anti-government or anti-American. I'm not. I am a veteran of the United States Army, proudly. I am also a patriot of this country called America. But I do know that there's a difference in this country. And I do know that the United States is not a country. That it actually is a business. It is a corporation. It's a business. Joe Biden is the president of the company. Kamala is the vice president of the company, and they have a secretary of the company. They have a treasury of the company. This might be too much for some of you all to digest. I'm sorry. Maybe you have to educate up a little bit to get on this wavelength, this frequency that I'm on. But I'm not going to condescend to someone who just doesn't want to know, or who has their head stuck in the sand somewhere or in a cloud and don't want to face what's already on the books. What I just said is not conspiracy theory. What I just said is actually in the books. It's all documented, not by me. It's documented by the government. People just don't do the research to find out. So, virtually everything that we do in North America, here in America, it's monetized. We live in a capitalistic society and even world. Commercial. It's all based on money. So whatever Joe Biden does, it's going to all be to benefit America's interest. And every time they say interest, they're not talking about the protection of the people. They're talking about their liquidity, their financial, fiduciary position. That's what they're talking about. It's always about the dollar. There's a lot of blood on that money. There's a lot of blood of many, many millions of innocent people. I know this is too much for some of you all. I sort of just kind of like skimmed the surface. But something to get you to think. I, personally, and I'm just one man speaking to you now, I follow the Creator. I don't follow another man who tries to get me to compromise what I stand for and what I believe in. Freedom is not free, and it's never been free. Many people who have died on this soil to maintain some semblance of freedom. So, my question to you before I part is this. Who are you following? Are you following a president who doesn't follow the Creator, who doesn't follow God, who paints a picture of someone who cares about the American people, the veterans, the homeless, constantly raising the gas prices, and they don't have any control over that? I mean, I could go on and on. What about the pollution in the world, in the oceans, and in the atmosphere, the ozone layer, the deforestation and so forth? What about all of that? What about the overcrowded prisons with a lot of us in there, black folks? What about the innocent people that have been locked up in prison? Yes, some of them have gotten out after serving 10, 20, 30 years, and they were innocent. How do you fix these problems? How do you fix these things? But you are the president of this country. You're the president. But I know you can't do anything about that because it's not in your interest. Maybe it's in the banker's interest. Maybe it's in the other politician's interest. Maybe it's in the corporation's interest to do what they want to do while they're steadily pulling your strings and you're following lockstep according to the tenets of their wishes and not taking care of the well-being of the American people. The only way that I would ever follow any man, I don't care what you call yourself, president, prime minister, guru, grand poobah, whoever you are, if you're following God, the Creator, you got my vote. The day that you begin to do that. But until then, you're not my president. I think I'll just continue the relationship that I have with God the way I always have. And that's who I follow. Who do you follow? Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and even donate to support my channel and this mission. Take care.